doing? I'm going to hold the mic today. I don't know. It brings my neck down a lot. So as you can see, I'm still pretty much wearing the same outfit. I'm in my construction outfit. It's been a lot of back and forth between here and the shop. And you know, before I get too much about what we're doing, just checking in on you guys. Leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing. If you're running businesses, how's your summer going? If you're just enjoying summer, how's your summer going? And we're pretty much into week 2 of, well, I mean, it's more the week 2, but of the construction part. I mean, we only started a couple days ago on the actual beams. I think we got wood on Wednesday afternoon, and then pretty much started Thursday, Friday, and we're into Saturday now. I got Jace. If you watched the last video, Jace and Spring actually worked a lot on getting the floor up. If you hear my feet squeaking, that's because it's still sticky on some of the spots. This table right here has been sold. I thought the guy was gonna pick it up yesterday, but I got busy. I forgot to ask if he was gonna get it. So, but this will be gone. We're gonna get the rest of this flooring up. If you watch the other video, you can hear them making noise in the other room. If you watch the other video, oh, there we go. If you watch the other video, you'll know that we got flooring coming. It should be here, probably out here Wednesday, or to them Wednesday or Tuesday. Spring leaves tomorrow on Sunday. She's heading down to Seattle for a couple days to get some stuff. And these guys are going to town. They must be getting that last beam up or something like that. I'm probably gonna help them get the last beam up. If you watched, I helped with the other one. And then next week, I need to be finishing the drywall in here and getting flooring down in there. I don't think we'll get flooring down in here yet. We wanna paint and do all sorts of other stuff. And yeah, so I'm gonna get back to work. It's Saturday. I'll try to bring you along for everything I can. I'm gonna help them with the beam most likely. I'm gonna head into town. I really wanted to take the day off and go fishing. The weather is nice, but the kids have a birthday party. Spring has to pack to leave. So I don't think I'm going fishing, but lots of things to do. I got a bunch of hoodies to cure at the shop to get into the store. And then probably tomorrow, Sunday, once she leaves, I don't know, I'll have both kids, so it'll be kind of hard, but I'm gonna try to do what I can. I may be working late here. I may just come back with drywall and work late here. We'll see. Yeah, so everyone who's been watching the videos, thank you. I hope you like it. Subscribe, let your friends know. So I'm gonna get back to work, and hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you here shortly. We'll check in later, and yeah, we'll bring you through this whole week. So hopefully by the end of this next week, we'll have all the beams up. We'll start building walls, and yeah, hopefully we'll have almost a whole finished room, because we also have epoxy going down this week. We need to get it all cleaned in there and leveled for epoxy. That shows up on Wednesday also, and we need to, yeah, and I think we're gonna start moving screen printing stuff this weekend. So it's gonna be a busy week. Can't wait to bring you guys along. I'm sorry, I'm chatting on. Hopefully I can get Spring back on here. Maybe she'll do some of the vlogging down south while I'm getting stuff ready for the final stages of the move stuff. And yeah, all right, I'm gonna get back to work. Well, welcome to the new building. If you watch the week 1 video, you'll see that we're already offloaded. We have offloaded all the material. We got all the beams lifted, and over the weekend they got all the runners ran with the hurricane ties and just have been working away. You can't really see it, it's kind of up above. I'll show you everything. But yeah, they've been off and running. If you watch the We Bought the Building video, We Bought a Building video, at the end, you can see us in this big open space. Now, you may be wondering why we cut off a bunch of the space, and that's because we needed offices. Obviously, we only had 1,000 square feet, and this may, I don't know, this may hinder us if we ever wanted to sell the building, who knows. But the reality is that we had 800 square feet of just storage space, and we needed office space. So our plan was like a break room, family room, a kitchenette, an office for, you know, a Springs assistant, my production assistant, whoever, and then our offices over on this side. And so we've really kind of mapped out in our head how everything will be, and then that gives us space for the upstairs, which Springs' office will be very nice. It'll just be a total design office for her. My office is going to be kind of like twofold. It's going to be my work area. As somebody who's creative, I do, you know, editing for photos. I do my coding. I do my video editing, and I have 2 computers just for that stuff. I have my main computer, and then I have my iMac Pro video editing computer. And so I'm gonna have like a U-shaped desk that'll act as a YouTube studio. I'll have one set up just strictly for editing, so I can have my Resolve panel and all the stuff I like to do, and then, you know, have room to film, have a couple different film setups. And so yeah, it's a huge upgrade for us, and we are sacrificing a little bit of the openness to have offices that we love, because at the end of the day, I would rather be working on finding video clients and then having somebody do the production work and then enjoy that. So that was a very important thing to us. And, you know, yes, we will lose some of our space. We will sacrifice a little bit of that to have amazing offices and amazing areas to create content. I'm gonna head home and call it a day. Spring's actually gone in Seattle until Wednesday. She's actually doing a video. I got her to do her own video of kind of going down and showing, you know, what we have to deal with, getting stuff here, and we have to order a lot of stuff online. So she wanted to go down and pick out some things in person, see it in person, like the cabinets for the kitchen, the refrigerator. She's looking for a couch for the house because we're going to bring our old couches here for the kids. Stuff like that. So she's going to have her own video. I'm excited to put that one out and have her kind of join in and share her experience on her trip down south. Yeah, I hope Spring's having fun in Seattle. I hope she's getting all the stuff she wants. My dad is helping her get everything onto the barge, and yeah, I can't wait to see her video, and I can't wait to show you guys what the final product is and take you guys through the new building, because it's going to be amazing. So I'm going to head home.
There.
What do I do with my hands? Got it. All right.
It seems backwards. All right, this looks good.
All right.
I'll stay here.
Okay. Do you want to start?
What are we gonna say exactly?
That's exactly what we were going to say.
What's this video, week 2? Well, it's not week 2 because...
Yeah, it's week 2.
Even though you said it's day 14 now.
Nah, did I end the other video?
Yeah.
Oh.
You said it's tomorrow. You said it's day 1, and then it was tomorrow, and then it jumped to day 14, and he had the text that said day 14.
Gotcha. Well,
technically we're it was the 27th of June when we got the place. It's now the 18th, so we're just about a month
Okay.
already.
Well, we can just
So-
say it's been 1 week.
Yeah, 1 week technically since the wood has gotten here.
Okay.
So because when I first started demoing, that was like a couple days after, and then all the 4th of July stuff after, which was in the video before that.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
all right.
All right.
Okay.
It's been 1 week since construction started at the future NC offices, and so much progress has been made. It's moving so fast. It's been so incredible, and I'm feeling all of the feelings. What about you?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's been pretty insane. The crew we ended up going with has
Super
busted-
talented,
yeah.
just a master of all skills.
Yeah.
And it looks phenomenal in here. We've had to do some problem solving because there is a pretty steep slope and a pitch on this roof, but we're gonna make it work, and we're coming up with some creative solutions that will make the space as usable as possible.
Yeah, I think for me, like the biggest thing, and I don't know, I mean, Ketchikan just sometimes different, and I'm not trying to like put anybody down or anything, but I think that was one of the reasons why we always win on our own is like everyone's attitude's like take it or leave it, and this whole process we're like, Spring designed everything,
It's pretty cool what you, I'll show you guys, but I was drawing this space until 3:30 in the morning, just trying different layouts. How do I make this work? How do I make this fit? What size is this? How much space do you need for that in order to feel comfortable? And after being in the design industry, I did my very first paid logo when I was 14. And I was doing the math. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm coming up on, it's been 18 years since I've been in the design industry. So coming up on 20 years. And this is the very first time that I'm going to have my own dedicated office. And I'm just amazed that I've gotten this far entirely, like just on our own.
Yeah, I mean, and for me, I think the coolest thing is like when the initial sketch started, and we're even Spring today is like measuring out with the guys we've been working with, and they're like, "You put it where you want it, and we'll do it." So
It's just they've had just such a phenomenal attitude and just a great attitude, and just our relationship is like, well, what do you think about this? Well, what do you think about that? Well, you could do this. Well, you could do that. And just like approaching limitations in a healthy way. And I've just been thrilled with how it's all gone and just the communication. I mean, that's what makes or breaks any team or any relationship is communication. So that has just kept me going through a lot of like the stress and how much that we're carrying while managing and overseeing construction projects with deadlines, goals that are coming up within 2 weeks, having a family. It's the middle of summer. We don't have daycare since we spoke about the loss that we had in our family. And it just doesn't make sense for us to pursue daycare. And so it's just been a lot. And having the right partners can make or break you, really.
yeah, I mean, and the cool thing is like it's finally our vision. I mean, there's still things that we're still working through. As we said, a lot of this was thrown on us.
Yeah.
But I think we're making the best use of it. I think that they're kicking butt. It's getting, like Spring said, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, technically, we haven't even started packing at the other building yet, and we're already 3 weeks plus since we've gotten the keys.
Well, and that's because we know that we could start packing, but we don't have anywhere to pack it to because of the construction. We're still finishing the epoxy flake floors. There's construction happening up here. Why move it to move it again? So we're kind of pushing that. However, we do have some U-Hauls scheduled. We're trying to schedule in advance as far as we can to try to meet those moving targets and moving deadlines.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's part of it. It's like the first video I called week 1 started, then things kind of went back and forth. But as far as the actual construction, they've been moving along. Spring went down to Seattle. That video is
coming up in a couple days.
Even be out before we get this one. So we may be talking pre or post. I don't know. I know I kind of mentioned it while she was gone. But the reality is these guys have chugged along. I've ran kind of back and forth. And, we have Blueberry, which is a big festival we get ready for here for Woodlands. And so there's just a lot of moving parts. We're actually doing stuff for another client for
We have about 3
blueberries.
clients we're producing
Yeah.
for Blueberry, basically.
The
Yeah.
Blueberry Founders Day, and then
Yeah.
a good group that used us that we've been working with that's going on a cruise. So that's just that side of it. But other cool things that are happening. I mean, do you want to spill the news on the other cool stuff that we?
What is it?
Oh, the embroidery machine.
Oh!
Yeah.
So we're excited to add new services.
Yeah.
So we are expanding our service list to now offer our customers embroidery, which is something that has been asked for us for about 1.5 years, I'd say, maybe 2 years. And now we will finally have the dedicated space in order to offer that. We're really excited. It's going to open up a lot more room for creativity. Of course, our patch styles, our leatherette patches, our woven patches, they're of course still phenomenal, made to last, excellent products. We make them all here in-house with our laser machine. And but this is just another thing that kind of just takes it up a notch.
Yeah, I mean, and even with the patches, if we want to switch it up, I saw some guy that was using the same machine can sew the patch right in. They made a template. So
Review coming later.
yeah, so yeah, I mean, lots of cool stuff. We're chugging along. It's really finally. Does that mean it's been less stressful? Nope, it's definitely not been. I think there's a lot of ups and downs, and still going through it. Even maybe not even thinking it's real sometimes, but
Oh, for sure. Like I walk around here too, and all I do is I go back to the beginning.
Yeah.
Like I go back to when we started and what that was like and where we're at now. And it's just this constant place of just, being grateful that, with the situation that was thrown at us, that we didn't just walk away and call it quits and like, well, I guess we're done, because there are no options, and finding something and figuring out how to make it work. And, really being creative is such a valuable skill, because without that, you can't really solve problems like anybody else.
Yeah.
And you really do overcome a lot of obstacles and your tenacity, and you just get stronger because of it. And I just keep thinking back to like, yeah, we started on this half-inch slab of board. It was a board in the corner of our bedroom on this 13-inch little, laptop. And, it's been one client. And we had a 14-month-old, and I was pregnant. I was 5 months, and I was 5 months along, and I didn't even know. That is how good my son was. So I keep going back there to where we were. I mean, and it's been 9 years of hustle, grind, sacrifice. It's been, even when you're scared, jump, go, do it. It's when you're tired, you still do it. When you're burnout, you still show up. You keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And you see how far that gets you.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot
probably not the healthiest way to do it.
No, definitely not.
It's been a lot with just us two.
I feel like a lot of flying by the seats.
It was just very hard. I mean, we're tripping over boxes. We have no room to work. It's inefficient. We're halfway out of a storage unit, halfway in the office. It's just not efficient.
It wasn't efficient for productivity, but I mean, as far as like the rent and everything else goes. But the reality is that Woodlands has just continued to grow, and we talked about it a little bit in the last video. And so now I think kind of the cool thing is we've been working and talking to some other people. I want to start finding some other retail accounts in Alaska and start getting people on board with this whole concept of printing locally.
Made in Alaska goods.
Yeah, and so it's new challenges, and but at the same time, I think it's also going to be a different thing. I mean, it's quiet in here, like.
I could actually, I know. I was gonna say, like, could you guys just hear the rain that was happening? I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I think for me the hardest part, especially like when I was doing coding, or I wasn't even video editing at the other places, just because with machines running right behind you, single pane windows on that
trucks go flying, but all the windows rattle. I mean, it definitely, it just felt like constant distractions. I mean, we definitely made it work. We got stuff done. I just feel like there's so much more potential to be efficient, and that's ultimately going to benefit our customers and our customer relationships that we have to be more efficient. Too. And
more time with us and the kids. And look, we made cool stuff out of the other building. We built Woodlands up out of that building, and I think each era.
What, a 400 square foot garage?
Yeah. Each era of your business goes through things, and so now. This is the new era, and I think this is like, you couldn't ask for anything better. And the funny thing is, we didn't even want this. Like, we saw this place at first, and we were like, nope.
Moved right past it.
Yeah, we moved past it, and obviously part of it was that there wasn't many other options, but once we kind of came and saw the space and was like, hey, we could do this, we could add this, there's already something here that we could start building off of, and we started seeing it, and then working with the people we have to bring the vision to life.
Yeah.
It's cool. We're a weekend, a lot's done. Actually, by I think even tomorrow, we may be all walled up. I mean, they said that they think they can have all of our rooms done and ready to go, and then the rest of the schedule is it's going to start going quick.
Drywall, finishing.
Yeah, we have to start
floors.
running electrical for all the stuff.
Yep.
We have doors, windows, cabinets going to be on the Monday barge? Not the Monday barge.
No.
Friday's barge? Tomorrow's barge?
I don't know what time it's going to make. It might not make the 11 a.m. So
cabinets
Yeah.
might not be here in time, but we got the refrigerator coming. We still have to order the stove. As I also mentioned, we're still going down to buy some finishing stuff, but all the stuff to put doors up. Do you get lights? I don't even know what you bought. So,
Surprise!
Stuff
I
for
was
the
like,
showroom.
I was like designing the space literally at the hardware store, and like with what's in stock, because we got no time. We got to be out of our other space in like 2 weeks, less than that. So I'm like, okay, what's in stock? What can I make work?
But
Definitely.
At least most of it's going to be here because some of the few things we got on Amazon, like Amazon's not doing very good on that stuff. But
No, 3 weeks to get
epoxy,
to Alaska? Come on.
That's what set us behind a little bit. Epoxy was supposed to be here this week. It'll be here on Monday also.
It did come all the way from Florida, our epoxy flake system for the flooring down in the warehouse.
Flooring is here. So.
And we ordered that locally through Ann at Interiors by Island Tile. She's phenomenal. I told her I want to pay around this range. This is how I want it to look. She found 3 options for me, went right in, saved me a ton of time because I don't have much. I told her this is commercial space. It's, I want something that's going to last, hold up to wear. And these are going to be what you're looking for. So all her experience and knowledge, and she was one of our very first clients,
she was our
if
first
not
client,
our first client.
And so that's why it's special in that regard.
Yeah.
She was really. I mean, Springhead did a logo for another company, but we weren't really full time, and it was really like that situation that really was like, okay, we're gonna do this. So, yeah, shout out to Ann. Shout out to everyone who supported us. Shout out to all the new subscribers. I mean,
Awesome.
Since the last video that we announced it, we've gained, like 15, 16 subscribers. So hopefully we're on our way to 400 and 500 here soon. And I think we're going to go for now and then get some more work done. And then maybe we'll show you guys around.
Do a little tour?
Yeah, do a little tour.
Do a little tour?
Okay, but here's the real question. Do you want to do a tour right now when it's just blue tape? Or do you want to do a tour tomorrow at the end of the day when it's actual walls?
I mean, it's kind of cool to see the vision and then where it ends up.
All right.
What are you doing? It's time for the tour.
Oh, okay.
Come on. So right as you come upstairs, you're going to walk into our kitchenette. Not very big, so we're going to do some open shelving here. We'll have full-size fridge with a French door. I wanted that specifically because, as you can see, this space isn't very wide. I don't want to swing open a 3-foot door. So you got to think about those things when you're designing spaces. Next, we have a small 24-inch range, followed by, let's see, we got a 12-inch, a corner unit, a 25-inch sink, and then another 30-inch base cab. This isn't for Instagram.
Nope.
Okay, now we are very conservative people. We've grown the business very conservatively, almost underestimating ourselves. And I say that because we started in the corner of a bedroom. We graduated to a basement. Then we graduated to 400 square feet. Then only into 1,000. So you could see very, very small baby steps. And now we're 3Xing into 3,000 square feet, plus our addition of about 1,200 puts us at 42. Do you want to stand right over there and I'll talk about the podcast room? What? Why?
I think I stopped recording after we farted and we were laughing and.
Okay, so we'll have to go back over here then.
Don't think so. We'll see. We'll see how nervous I get.
You just let the camera run. You don't need to hit stop.
I didn't mean to.
You just let it run.
I know. Now
So,
I missed the whole fart part.
yeah, you did. That was good. God, now I got to do like 3 sections over again.
Yeah, I think we just talked about the office because you already said future-proofing.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
So we are future-proofing. I need a creative assistant, an assistant, project manager. We're future-proofing ourselves and building an office right here for that dedicated person. Right through here. And then as you come to the top of the stairs, you're going to notice that it's kind of like this big open area, and it's going to come down into, I swear that was the floor.
Your turn.
Okay. And then it's going to funnel down into the hallway with 3 other rooms down there that we'll get into. We are planning for a half bath here.
Well, technically, the one room is like not down the hallway.
Yeah.
Over there.
Yeah.
So half bath.
Half bath here. And we're actually building a dedicated podcast room. So much of the content online, I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of it is podcast interview footage. So we are going to have a rentable room where you can schedule time in our space. You can bring your own audio, your own video, or we can set up and you can rent our audio and our video. We'll have a dedicated space for that so you can create your content. And it's highly, highly watched right now. So I think it's going to be really awesome to offer this in town. No one else has this. It's going to be really cool. What makes it even better is that we're actually going to raise this floor up. It's kind of an awkward shape that was pre-existing. So we're going to raise this floor up. Even though we just built it down there, we're going to lift this up, kind of a creative solution, and match it to this level so we can expand it so we don't have some funky shapes happening in there. Being creative takes a lot of mental energy. It's not a switch that you can just turn off and on and inspiration strikes at that moment. It takes a lot of dedication, researching your client, and sometimes it just takes time and rest in order to have inspiration hit you. Especially if you want to do the best that you possibly can for your clients. So this area right behind me is dedicated for rest, for hangout, crash area, dedicated time for family, space for family. I'm talking foosball, table, the whole 9. This is the hangout, mental rest break room. I'm standing in the future podcast room right now. Hold on. Okay. Now I'm standing in Jeremy's office. So this is going to be his dedicated YouTube studio, office space. He's going to have multiple different setups in here. So he's going to have some different environments to shoot, which is going to be really cool and interesting for you guys to look at. Lots of room in here for his video editing. I think that it's going to be really great to not see all his crap anymore. So I'm pretty excited to not see camera parts lying around and little doodads and switches and knobs and cords and camera cards and little clicky things. I'm pretty excited for all that to be put away because I bought him an incredible storage system.
I'm just excited to have a wall between us.
And yeah, and we're excited to have a wall in between us. I thought about putting in a window in between our 2 spaces just so I can open it and yell at him or something, you know. But I decided no. Right, I mean, that could still change.
Yeah.
And then right over here, this is where my office would be. The door would be basically right here.
How big are each of the offices?
So this office right here is 11 by 220, so 11 feet wide by 220 inches. The podcast room is 110 by 100. So a little over 8 by 8. Yeah, so my room will be about 200 square feet, and Jeremy's is about 232 square feet right over here. And none of this was here. I'm standing where just the warehouse was, just downstairs, just big open blank canvas. And tomorrow, let there be walls.
game change, yeah. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. I do not gamble, but bet on me. Tell them that's life, yeah, it's still love it. I'm taking a shot for my enemies. I can't waste no more time on my energy. I know they know I got it on lock. Go against me, that's a long shot. Cause I'm counting wins all around the clock. Never doubt me, boy, I don't stop. Who do you feel when they make you the monster? I am not scared of none of you imposters. Taking the lead now while they watching. Think you should leave now, what the option? Taking no else, yeah, I gotta win. Watch me kick down the doors, they won't let me in. We're running the game now. Foot on the gas, can slow down, no. My team, we holding it down. We know we running it now. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change, yeah.